Right, welcome to my studio at Halland Sawson at the Viking Sound Cooperative. This is the first video in the series for our competition entry for the One Guitar competition, and I have a screen capture going here, and I've got my digital audio workstation open. I use Logic Pro. This is Logic Pro 9. And the 7 tracks that you can download from the Reverb Nation page for this competition are preloaded in here already. There are 7 of those tracks. We'll play those in a second when we try to pick up the key center here. First thing on setup, what I've done is I've used these 3 tracks down here. I've got my guitar going in here. This is my Hoffner Shorty, my travel guitar. I've got it rooted in my DAW. I've got it plugged into a Motu Z box, which basically loads the impedance on the pickups to get the pickup tone that you want. There's low and high impedance settings. That goes back into my DAW. I have it into analog 4, and then I've got that routing to my analog 3 output, which feeds my JCM 2000. I've only got one of the amps on at the moment. I can actually play one guitar through all of my amps in here. I've got 4 of them, and I can also play through the PA as well. Well, the monitors and the PA, but I've just got the monitors on this evening, so that's here. I'm using an amplitude plugin. The inserts here. I'll just open that up to show you. I'm using the 59 Bassman. I've got it on the crunch setting. This is straight out of the box. You can see from my sort of input there that I am getting an input. I probably fiddle about with the settings a bit more to sort of get a fuller signal up there, but that will work perfectly well for these purposes. I've got my screen capture software just taking an input from the DAW here. So that's set up. Let's just check something here. If you want to play along live to a track in Logic, you need to go to this window here, or Options. And then under Audio, make sure that this one here, Punch on the Fly, isn't ticked. If that's ticked, your audio won't come out. You need this one, Audio Input Monitoring, to be ticked. So just to recap on that one, whatever you're taking your guitar in from, this is in Logic, go to your Options window up here, click on Audio there, and just check this one here. If that one's ticked, which it is now, it won't. Your guitar won't come out. If it's unticked, it will. That's when you're playing the track. So, right, I'm not going to record this in the DAW to mix it in just yet, because the purpose of this video is to listen to the song and identify the key center. The key of a song is to do with which key it's in, and in keys in music there are the main notes. You count from C, and your main notes are C, D, E, F, G, A and B, then round to C again. That's called the octave. And then there are what they call the accidentals, which are the sharps or flats, which fall between the A and the B. You have an A sharp or a B flat. Between the B and the C, there isn't an accidental. That's just a half a step. Between the C and the D, there's a C sharp or a D flat. Between the D and the E, there's a D sharp or an E flat. Between the E and the F, that's just a half step again. There's no accidental. And then between the F and the G, there's an F sharp or a G flat. Between the G and the A G sharp or an A flat. Between the A and the B, an A sharp or a B flat. And you're round to B, C, where there isn't one, and that's So that's how they work, and the difference between a major key and a minor key is founded in the where those sharps and flats lie, and in C, um, if you count from C through to B, to B flat B and to C again, the where those half step gaps come in, that gives you a major tonality. So you have the so the C, D, E. So you have that half step there between the third and the fourth. So C, D, E, F, third and fourth, and then you have obviously a single step at the end between the B and the C. The minor key is if you count up from A, you get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, A rather. So what you have going on there is you look to where your half step is, and so you go A, B, and then you get the B. A, B, between the B and the C there isn't one, so that's called a minor third, and then C, D, E and F there isn't one, so that's a minor fifth. So what you have is when you come to look to find a key, whether it's major or minor, and whether it's in or whether its root is one of those well, 7 notes, or with the incidentals it's however many it is. It slips my mind at the moment. So that's what we're going to do here. The way I do is kind of narrow it down. My ear can't hear, but I I can see what fits, and I'll try a few chords and try a few sort of shapes, scales or whatever, and narrow down. So by the end of this track, hopefully a bit sooner than that, we'll have an idea of what key it's in, and as we listen through it, we'll find out whether there's a key change or not. The most popular key change is from the major to the relative minor, or vice versa. And the best examples of that is in the key of G, which is G. I need to tune this guitar, which I'll do in a minute. G, you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, back to G again. Okay, and chords in a scale are made up of the ones, the threes, the fives. No, yeah, the ones, the threes, the fives, the sevens, and so on. So your G major, for instance, is G, then G, A, B, the G, A, B, then B, C, D, G, A, B, G, so that's B, B, C, D, and then the sharps and flats then come in according to what sharps and flats you have in your scale, and the circle of fifths really helps you with that. I mean, I've got it on my wall up here, and I can see up there. G has one sharp, and the sharp in G, we can work it out. This is G, A, B, C. I should know these things a bit better, but the sharp that you have in the key of G is F sharp. So you don't really need to know that when you learn your scales, but it helps to know it and to sort of get the hang of your circle of fifths. But the relative minor of G is E minor, which is, obviously your G. Your G, G major constant actually do your relative minor, this is a really good tip. Let's take, if you're playing in G major, so you miss that. Hold on. Your relative minor is just down here. So in A minor, if you're playing A minor, you can find your major. I wasn't planning to do a lesson on this, so I'm just woefully unprepared. Let's just get on and we will, I'll sort that out later and do another lesson on it another time. Let's just cut to the chase and have a listen to this track and identify our key centre. Before we do that, let's just tune this guitar, because there's any chance of finding it with so just tune. CPU struggling there, so a tip on if you're using plugins, all of the amplitude plugins have a high, medium or low setting, so if we just press the economy setting, you'll see this little bar here, that CPU, went right down from in the red to about halfway. So it's not quite such a detailed model, but it's close enough. Tune. Let's get on and have a listen and start working out what key it's in. that was in A major. So that's your A major chord, that's your D major, and that's your E major. That's as a bar, that's bar chords. And A major. So A major. That's your A major scale in first position. Fifth position, strictly. The relative, you can find the relative minor of A major is F sharp minor. So your minor scale, well, minor pentatonic anyway. So those all fit, and if you know your boxes, you can go from there. So that's it really. So let's go back to the beginning of it, and I'm going to have a little jam along and just get a bit more familiar with the tune again. So here we go. Let's go back to the beginning, and here we go. fun to play along to. It's in a nice sort of straightforward A major, as we said, and it's A, and there was a fairly garbled introduction at the beginning about the difference between major and minor, and I'll do a bit of a recap on that next time, a bit more preparation. Anyway, I'm going to play that back now, and hopefully it's recorded okay straight off the bat. And anyone that wants to enter the competition and do their own cover that's having difficulty with their DAW, please do register on our site, guitarvisation.com or vikingsoundcooperative.com, and I'm offering a free 30-minute introduction with a screen share on Skype, or we can screen share on Guitarvisation, and I'll happily get you up and running. It doesn't matter what DAW you've got or what interface you use. If you send me an email ahead of time, I can just quickly read the manual if it's not one I'm familiar with, and I'll quite happily give you a 30-minute free consultation to get you going with this, and some advice on plugins and routing your studio. Anyway, thanks very much for watching.